What's good, YouTube? It's the GOAT, Aaron Brown, and I'm finally back with another video. I took some time off because, as this video about, I tore my hamstring, but who cares? I'm back, and if you ever had hamstring problems or if you currently have hamstring problems, I'm going to show you how I got back and how you can get back too. So a little over a month ago, I was at practice, and I was running a 150, and it was due to overuse because I was tired already. My hamstrings was already hurting just because I had so much. Well, let's say I was doing a lot and I didn't have a lot of rest and I was just overworking myself, honestly. I had block starts that day. I was jogging the block starts because my hamstrings was just tired. And then after the block starts, we had a 150, and I knew that I was going to be hurting during the 150. So I decided to jog out in the 150s. It was just one. I jogged around the first curve. And then my teammates decided to jump crazy in the 150, like they was on world record pace. And you know me, I could not go for that. So I opened up that spider coming down the backstretch. I did some research and I found out that there's three types of hamstring strains. A grade one is where it's like a small strain. And I knew I didn't have this because I literally felt like a ripping sensation as I stopped in the 150. And then grade two is a more severe partial muscle tear. I was like, this is more than likely what I have, because a grade three is where you completely tear your hamstring off the bone and it requires surgery to be repaired. So I knew I didn't have that. So I knew I had a grade two. I was thinking, damn, this is 10 days away from our indoor conference meet. Am I going to be out for the season or what? I saw that the average return to play for this injury is usually 3 to 4 weeks. So I was like, I'm not going to be out for the season, but for the conference meet, that's pushing it. I went to this sports chiropractor. He's like one of the best. He works with a lot of professional athletes, like a lot of NFL players, NBA players, MLB players. And he was telling me that he can like get me healed a little quicker. I went to him and he did a full body adjustment. He worked on loosening up every part of my lower body so my part of my torn hamstring wouldn't have to work as hard. And this was like Thursday, and I was telling him that my conference meet is Monday. Will I be ready? And he was telling me that I'll be ready by like next Wednesday or Thursday, but Monday was cutting it close. And more than likely, I wouldn't be ready to run. But he said I can try it out. So I showed up to the meet, and we wrapped my leg up, and we gave it a 10 try. 10 meters away because I was no longer in pain. I was no longer limping. I was pop in the back of my left leg, and I just so the recovery was going pretty well and started crying. I felt it a little bit when I would like stand up and reach like top end speed, but I could accelerate pretty good, pretty normally, and just things of that nature. So it's like we're gonna give the conference meet a try just for the 60. Like the 200, we knew we weren't gonna try that because the changes of direction was just gonna be a disaster waiting to happen. I got my leg wrapped by the trainer, and then I did my pre-meet, and I was feeling pretty good in my pre-meet. I did accels, but I was only doing accelerations like 20, 30 meters. I didn't go any further than that, so I didn't really know how it was going to feel. And I also did like one run down the bank, and it felt pretty good as well. So I was like, this might be something. Like, this might be something. And I was asking, people were asking me, am I still going to run a 200? I was like, even if I feel good, I'm not running a 200. Like, because I could be feeling good right now, but it's going to be a completely different pace when I have to go race, because I'm going out there to run 20.4. So that was just going to be a disaster. And it's funny, I'm just now making this video because I just seen this race on TikTok. This is my first time seeing it, and I could not find a race anywhere. But yeah, this is me in a 60. I don't know. I felt different during the warm-up of the meet than I did in the pre-meet. But I'll say I'm going to try it anyways. The wrap was wrapped differently. I came out the blocks, and I felt pretty normal. And I was in first. I was like, oh, yeah, these guys suck. And then after about 20 meters, I don't know. It was like after 20 meters in a race, like people were asking me, did I pull up or did I get hurt? Like, I didn't get hurt. I didn't like re-injure myself or nothing. It's just that since I've been hurt, I haven't went past like 20, 30, 40 meters. So after like 20 meters in a race, it's like my left leg literally gave out because like the wrap was wrapped too tight and I could not lift my leg anymore. It was like I was just dragging my leg. So I was like, damn. So only my right leg was coming up. It was like right around here. And it was like, damn, it wouldn't come up no more. So I had to like drag my leg to the line. And I didn't want to like try to re-push it, so I just went on and jogged through. And I felt great afterwards. And that pretty much concluded our conference meet. We ended up getting second. And it was just really rolled because I was watching like people who I would easily step on, go out there and win. But they got lucky, but outdoor, we're back type shit. And like 3 days after conference, I was back training with the team because of these recovery exercises right here. I was doing them daily, sometimes twice a day. And what the sports chiropractor was telling me is that the biggest problem when it comes to hamstring injuries, a lot of people will get hurt with their hamstring, wait till they don't feel any pain no more, and then just start back running. And that's like the absolute worst thing that you can do. And that's like, it causes the highest chance of re-injury. So instead of like getting hurt and re-strengthening the muscle because it shrunk because of the tear, they just go back out there and start working out on that small muscle, and it's easy to like re-tear, and the recovery process is way longer when you do it like that. So I started these 3 days after I had the initial injury, and then I just kept progressively doing them and also progressively getting more intense. I was doing the leg curls, the one where you lay on your stomach and have to pull your legs up to your back. I was doing those like on the machine and just progressively doing heavier weight, the banded good mornings, progressively using like thicker bands, the single leg RDLs with dumbbells. I would progressively do heavier dumbbells. Same with the other one, and I would just ride the stationary bike. And then I was back on the track, back to running, just working on my form and things of that nature. So I didn't have a like re-injury, working on keeping my legs in the front. Yeah, I was back running right now. And this was my first day doing blocks on a straightaway since the injury. And I felt pretty good. I looked pretty good. I was like, I really haven't missed a beat. I'm third from the, really haven't missed a beat. This was my first day doing blocks on the curve since then. It felt pretty good. We had like accelerations coming off the curve. I felt pretty good then. Transition was nice. This was another start on the curve. And also, when you come back from a hamstring injury, you don't want to start doing long runs. Start doing accelerations. And I actually ran a meet. This was 100 that I ran this past weekend. I'm in a reloading phase right now, doing like longer workouts, so I didn't really run fast. I ran 1063 into a negative 1.2 headwind. It wasn't really a bad race. It was just a tired race, low key. Like when I'm tired, when I run, it's like my race plan just goes out the window and I just be running. Like here, you see I came out of my dry phase like the first like 15 meters, and I just stood up and started running. And since my lower body was just so heavy, I wasn't separating away from people that I'm way better than. So it was like we're all running side by side when I should have clearly been in front of them by a lot. Like I was in front of them, but in front of them by a lot. But we will roll and we will step. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments or just DM me on Instagram. But I prefer you to comment them down below. And if you have any video ideas that you want to see me make videos about, comment that down below as well, and we will make that video this week. Also, shout out to my boy Jack. I love you, brother. See y'all next video.